Okay, so this is the Seven of Swords, but it's upside down for you, the Seven of Swords. So what this makes me feel is that you're sort of taking, this is a weird card for your current situation. It is throwing me off. So it seems to me like you're sort of cutting your losses or you feel more free because you've cut your losses. So that can be a very uplifting or freedom type of feeling that could make you feel more intimate and more energetic. But I'm also going to just check and see what else I see in this card with the Seven of Swords being in reverse. We would have getting caught. Are you in a relationship right now, or are you feeling intimate about a person that who you may get caught with? I mean, that could be something going on there, a little hanky-panky, I don't know. But that does kind of ring out in this particular card. So, and then also for the Seven of Swords upside down, it's talking about punishment and making amends. I don't really feel I don't really feel anything in regards to that. I'm not channeling anything out of that. So I don't know. I still feel like it's hanky panky. Okay. So this next card is the bridge card. It is what's in your path or what kind of bridge you're going to cross going forward in the month of May. And oh, I just felt Scorpio energy right there. And maybe that's because there's Scorpio, yeah, on May the 7th in a full moon. So that could be where some of that hanky-panky passion is coming from, is this full moon in Scorpio. I feel like there's definitely going to be something around that. Interesting. Okay, so back to this. All right, so this is the bridge that you're, going to cross. And it could be a shaky bridge, it could be a stable bridge, it could just be something in your path or someone in your path that is going to cross over in the month of May. So let's see. All right, so you have the Justice card. Okay, so there's the Justice card. That's interesting. I would have to say in this particular case, with this being upright for you, uh, there's a cause and effect, it says, in a win-win solution, and the truth comes out. So if you are kind of secretly seeing somebody, it could be exposed. That may change your feelings about what's going to happen or what you plan to do or what you were going to do. I'm not really sure if that is the case or not, but it does seem like whatever it is, you're going to be exposed. So could be a good thing. I don't know. So also right here, this next card is the root of the problem or a subconscious thing that's going on. It could be something that's driving you subconsciously to make the decisions or to embark upon the actions that you're going to take. So let's just see what's going on with that. Okay, so you have the Four of Cups and it's upright. Okay, so this tells me that you're being presented with an option. Maybe there is somebody who is trying to woo you or trying to be intimate with you. But in this particular case, it seems like you're going to decide to pass. Because usually that's what this card means. You're content with where you are, you're content with what you're doing, and you're content with the person that you're with. Maybe if you're with a person, so, ooh, this is juicy. So juicy. Okay, so now the next card that we're going to look at is your past and how that influences you, like what happened in the past, or what do you carry with you from your past. Ooh, okay, so that is the Nine of Swords. Okay, so that tells me that in the past you had some situation, like it could be a really bad breakup where it left you lonely, it left you crying, it left you feeling hopeless for a while, and that has really shadowed or paints a picture for what you think the future could be like. So maybe you went through such a really bad breakup that you don't want that to happen again. Or it could be that it could be a number of breakups, or it could also be that you felt abandoned at some point. This is getting a little heavy, but or or that you felt so alone that you're afraid to be alone. So that could be something that you're carrying with you from your past that's affecting your decisions in the future. Okay, so now once we cross that bridge, we're going to look at what the outcome is of crossing that bridge, and that's going to be what's happening in the month of May for you. And I'm also just going to take a quick look. We know we have a lot of Gemini energy coming up. We have the Sun in Gemini May 20th, the new moon in Gemini on the 22nd of May. Then we have Venus going retrograde in Gemini. So this could be, yeah, I'm feeling like May 13th, this energy from Venus going retrograde is like you take, like protecting your heart somehow, or deciding not to not to listen to your heart for some reason. But let me just see what this outcome card says. Okay, so it is the Six of Wands. Okay, and then there's a little reef right there on top, and the horse, and he's moving forward. He seems very triumphant, and he's certainly been able to manifest a lot of things. It looks like a celebration of things that you've manifested. So let me also just check over here because we have the Six of Wands. I want to see what else this deck means. Victory, recognition, good news, and success and reward or award. So it may be the case that because you turn this person down, your relationship is working out better. There's rewards coming from that. Maybe even reconnecting with the person that you care about could happen. Maybe even a marriage could happen because you've learned to trust yourself now. Yeah, or some kind of victory I feel like is going to come out of your choices. So that's good. All right, so now we have a card that talks about your future, like what is going to come up for you that's going to affect you going, forward. Or this is definitely a future card where, in this particular case, I feel like it's going to be something helpful. So let's just check it out. Ooh, it is. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's the Seven of Cups. So this is telling me in the future that for some reason, this is a good thing. You're just going to have to decide, but you're going to have a lot of options to choose from in the future. You're going to be presented with a lot because you have a lot of talents and you are able to manifest a lot of things, but all of these things are going to pull on your heartstrings and it's going to be hard for you to figure it out. You may even have some more people who are attracted to you. So this is telling me right now that you're highly attractive at this time, and that it's going to be still yet again difficult to stay faithful. And but I think you're going to be able to decide. It's going to be tough, but you're going to be presented with a lot more of people who are trying to start something up with you. And you're just going to have to make a decision again. So you're not out of the woods yet, Virgo. Okay, so now this next card is about you, yourself, like your strengths, your weaknesses, or weaknesses that you need to turn into strengths. So let's check it out. Okay, the Empress. Okay, so this is you. This is you channeling the divine all the time. It's you being able to sit in, your power and having empathy for people, and there's also like nurturing. You're a nurturing person. These are your strengths. You're a caring person. You probably do little things for people to show them how much you care about them, which could be anything from setting their clothes out to finding their keys to just leaving little notes or wrapping a sandwich for them. Like there's something about you that always has this capability, or either making sure things are paid on time. It's these little things that can sometimes go unnoticed. So just make sure that when you're doing these little things for a person, Virgo, that you do it with this, that another person knows is your intent to help them in a loving way, okay? Because a lot of times these things can go unnoticed to a person, especially if you point it out in a negative way, like I did that for you. They might be like, oh, well, thanks, or you may feel like there's not enough appreciation for the small things that you do for a person because that's the way you show love. But just keep on doing what you're doing because it is overall a person's going to notice you and stay with you and love you because of those little things. Because as soon as they don't have those things working out for them anymore, they suddenly realize how important you really were. Okay? All right. So next we have, what do we have? Okay, so we're doing the environment next, which means like, how do you feel about the people around you? How do you think that people around you feel about you? Is your environment healthy and conducive to you, or is your environment bringing you down? Like, what's going on? Let's see what it is. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's okay because it's upside down. It's the Three of Swords, which usually means like breakup or some sort of arguing or discontent or even maybe poor health or whatever, but at least it's in reverse. So let's see, when it's in reverse, the Three of Swords means apologies and recovery after loss and physical healing. So that could be, I mean, your environment around you right now could feel like unhealthy or someone around you is not healthy, but you will see a recovery from that. And that is going to also help you and boost your mood from that recovery. And you may be an integral part of that recovery because of your, ability to handle the small things and further this along. And yeah, so it says also apologies. So maybe there is, if there was a breakup or if there was some cheating or if something was exposed, it says here, that you're going to be victorious. So maybe even an apology if something did go wrong. So that's something that's outwardly that needs to happen, some sort of healing and recovery and apologies. Okay, so next we have hopes and fears. So what do you hope for? What do you fear about? Are your fears about your hopes? Let's just take a look and see. Okay, so, all right. Your fear is of being stagnant or not being able to decide and being blind to a situation. Because the Two of Swords is confusion in reverse and indecisiveness and info overload and compromise. So your fear is not being able to decide things, and your hope is that you will discern things. So I know that sounds bit, a little bit silly in the way I said it, but so with Virgo, you have this mutable Earth energy. You have this ability to get to the root of the problem and figure out what needs to happen. So I wouldn't really worry about that. If as long as you stay grounded, then I feel like this sacral chakra, which is what we're talking about, what we're thinking about. I think if you do some meditation in this area, you're going to find. I just had a glitch. Did you see that? If you do a little medication meditation with the sacral chakra, then it's going to work out for you. I want you, whatever decisions that you need to make, especially around love or intimacy, I want you to really get involved with the citrine and sit down and let the energy flow into you so that it helps you really discern and make decisions, especially, decisions that are not led necessarily by your physical wants and needs, okay? All right, so next is the outcome of all of this. It's the summary of the Celtic cross, and it's going to tell us basically how this whole thing is, how this is going to work out. And what I'm seeing is maybe you're presented with a new relationship or someone that you like, and it's not right for you, or it could be right for you and you just don't know, and you want to be victorious, and you want to be able to make the decision correctly. And so let's see if that's what's going to happen for you with this outcome card, the Chariot, and it's upside down. Okay, so now the reason why I do these readings is so that you can look into the future, so you can see something coming, all right? And you could sidestep it if that's what you want. So with the Chariot, this is telling me to take that you need to take things slow. You don't need to rush into anything, and you know, it's usually when the Chariot's going forward this way, or it's upright, it means you've been victorious, you're moving forward. But in this case, it's saying slow down, think about what you're doing, make sure you're making the right choice, don't jump into anything too quickly, okay? So I think that's perfect because you do need time to decide. You don't want, you know, you want to heal, you want your environment around you to be better. You have this beautiful Empress energy where you can take where you take good care of people, and also right now you may feel unappreciated. I'm getting a little bit of that feeling too. So you have to remind yourself that some of that feeling unappreciated may come from this card from the past, uh, which you need to get rid of that energy for sure. So do some more meditation